Today we'll be discussing 4 essential questions pertaining to the corporate strategy of Trader Joe's, an American grocery chain. This analysis is brought to you by the members of this team, Eric, Alejandro, Marcus, and John. The purpose of this presentation is to outline the following key aspects of management in the reference to Trader Joe's, analysis of Trader Joe's and the grocery industry using Porter's 5 forces, a financial analysis of different competitors of Trader Joe's, an outline of the competitive advantages and external threats of Trader Joe's, and a future business plan. How do firms in the supermarket industry make money? Profit margins in the supermarket industry are very small. Traditional supermarkets find it difficult to deal with high-end chains like Whole Foods and price leaders in the market like Aldi or Dollar General. Companies such as Walmart, which pursue cost leadership strategy, are able to sell items at a lower cost and thereby increase market share. They accomplish this by improving process efficiency, making wise decisions with outsourcing and vertical integration, and finding lower cost materials. Firms using differentiation strategies such as Whole Foods attempt to leverage the uniqueness of a product to justify charging premium price. This often results from access to leading research, highly effective product development, and a reputation for quality innovation. Using a focused strategy, a firm attempts to establish strong customer loyalty among a narrow base using either a cost advantage or differentiation. Why are profit margins so slim? In order to address this question, our team conducted an analysis of Porter's 5 forces in relation to the market for grocery chains. The first of the 5 forces is rivalry. Rivalry is essentially a measure of how competitive the market is around a business sector. The other 4 forces all contribute to rivalry. Out of the many components for rivalry, there are several that are relevant to the grocery store market. Number of firms, highly perishable goods, low switching costs, low levels of product differentiation, and diverse rivals. Each of these components affect the competitive environment surrounding grocery chains, and in order to remain competitive, a firm must mitigate at least some of these forces. In the grocery chain market, the force of rivalry is high. The second force is the threat of substitutes. This is an approximation of a market force that affects the price elasticity of the products a firm sells. A key point regarding threat of substitutes is that these threats originate from outside the industry. Since the goods obtained in the grocery market are relatively easy to substitute, the force of the threat from substitutes is high. Buyer power is the impact purchasing customers have on a producing industry. In the grocery chain industry, buyers are dispersed. Buyers pose a credible forward integration threat, and buyers have low switching costs. Therefore, in the grocery chain market, the force of buyer power is mid-range. Supplier power is the impact suppliers have on producing industry. In the grocery chain industry, customers are strong, suppliers are concentrated. Suppliers have high switching costs, and suppliers sell commodity goods. Therefore, in the grocery chain market, the force of supplier power is medium. The last of the 5 forces is the threat of new entrants into the market. This is a measure of the barriers of entry into a market, as illustrated by the appropriate table. Since the grocery chain industry shares common technology, has little brand franchise, has restricted distribution channels, and a very high scale threshold, its threat of new entrants is low. All 5 of these forces combine to create a very competitive industry.
The following is a result of the financial ratio analysis performed for 4 industry leaders: Whole Foods, Kroger, Safeway, and SuperValu. The following chart outlines some important ratios used to compare the firms. Whole Foods purchases high-quality organic food to sell at premium prices. The company must develop and maintain an image of quality. The high gross margin is an indicator of the high prices, which are crucial because they are servicing a smaller demographic. The high profit margin and low asset turnover rate indicate a pricing strategy focusing on product quality. The high prices are required to cover quality and performance costs. The low debt equity ratio indicates that the company does not use debt as much as the competitors to stimulate growth. We can say that Whole Foods follows a focused strategy. Kroger is a big supermarket chain that focuses on offering a large variety of products at very low prices. The low gross margin and profit margins indicate that the company does not keep much of its revenue from sales. It also indicates that the company offers lower prices at higher volumes, indicating it follows a volume pricing strategy. Kroger must have high operating expenses to pay for the large volume of products that they must have due to offering lower prices. The lower ROA is most likely also due to the necessity of higher levels of investment due to focusing on volume and scale. The high ROE indicates that it is a high growth company, and the debt equity ratio is telling us that it likes to grow using debt. We can say that Kroger follows a cost leadership strategy. Like Kroger, Safeway is a large supermarket chain that carries a large variety of products at low prices, though it is smaller in scale. The profit margin and gross margin closely resemble Kroger's and that they are low. This indicates that this company also follows a volume pricing strategy. High investment is required for these stores to facilitate the huge scale of operation, which is indicated by the ROE. Safeway, like Kroger, follows a cost leadership strategy. SuperValu is the third largest food retailer, but is now facing losses due to bad economy, despite being an industry leader. The negative ROA and ROE are indicative of losing money. The huge debt equity ratio indicates that the company is running on enormous amounts of debt. The profit margin cannot be calculated because there are no profits. The low gross margin indicates that the company sells products at low prices. The low prices indicate that SuperValu follows a volume strategy, as does Kroger and Safeway. SuperValu also follows a cost leadership strategy. What is Trader Joe's generic strategy? Trader Joe's pursues a focused strategy similar to Whole Foods. It focuses on selling quality organic food at premium prices to a select demographic and a unique style. Trader Joe's strives to give the price they feel best reflects the quality of the product. They always try to offer new products to customers and create a great experience. How do firms in the industry deliver strong returns? There are two general methods outlined by this financial ratio analysis. The first method is to sell high volume of products at low cost. This method is used by Kroger, Safeway, and SuperValu. The second method is to sell at high cost to a select demographic. Whole Foods and Trader Joe's follow this strategy.
The competitive advantage that Trader Joe's enjoys can be attributed to several factors. It pays close attention to demographics and builds stores near its target customers. The primary demographic is well-educated and underpaid people, a group that is also active on social media and generates buzz about the store. This saves Trader Joe's from having to spend money on marketing and social media presence. The company's core values keep customer satisfaction at the top of the priority list. Trader Joe's desires to create an enjoyable experience every time someone walks in the door. Having happy employees helps in this regard. This may be why full-time employees start at almost $50,000 a year, and store managers can make six figures. Trader Joe's does not offer many varieties of the same product. It buys fewer SKUs in greater volume. Economies of scale mean greater savings, and as a result, Trader Joe's does not charge its vendors for shelf space. Furthermore, it pays sellers promptly. This good relationship with its vendors leads to another benefit. Trader Joe's and its vendors agree to keep their business secret. In this way, Trader Joe's pays less than its competitors, and vendors can keep charging other stores a higher price for the same goods. Though Trader Joe's does not offer a large variety of brands, it does offer a dynamic selection of products as it looks for new things to offer customers. This scarcity strategy gets people to buy items more readily for fear of them being discontinued. 80% of its products are private label, enabling them to sell exclusive products that consumers identify with high quality at a low price all the time. While Trader Joe's enjoys many unique advantages, there are potential threats to its success. One of the disadvantages of operating in the grocery industry is the low cost of substitute products. customers will arbitrarily switch between products they perceive as similar. It also faces heavy competition from fellow retailers Walmart and Costco, which boast lower prices for organic food. Furthermore, there is a growing demand for socially responsible food. Consumers are increasingly valuing non-GMO, eco-friendly production and fair wages for producers. Trader Joe's secrecy regarding its suppliers may draw suspicion from these consumers. While Trader Joe's boasts many economic advantages, the top reasons for customer satisfaction are atmosphere, fast checkouts, cleanliness, courteous staff, merchandise selection, and accurate pricing. As long as it continues to emphasize a unique, pleasant shopping experience, Trader Joe's should be able to retain its customer base and its advantage.
Trader Joe's business strategy moving forward. Before constructing a comprehensive future plan, it is important to reflect on the core values of Trader Joe's, measuring the strengths and weaknesses of the current business model, and also gauge the current forces at work in today's industry. Keeping these things that we have learned from the case study in mind, we have set a path forward that satisfies all these requirements. If Trader Joe's current competitive advantages are sustained, we suggest the following goals to upper management in regards to corporate strategy. First, we suggest a refocus on efficiency in order to cut down costs and leverage the existing closeness of suppliers with Trader Joe's. This complies with the company core values in that efficiency will promote the greatest value of the good to their customers. Second, Trader Joe's should target outside demographics to expand their customer base by utilizing proven strategies in product management. While continuing to sell unique and interesting goods, Trader Joe's has the opportunity to attract customers that are not already part of its current demographic. Third, in a rapidly growing market for organic food, Trader Joe's must double down on marketing efforts to retain their customer base and grow their demographic. It is essential that this marketing campaign continues to reflect their neighborhood market values in order to be the most effective. This concludes our case study. Thanks for listening.